Hello everyone, and welcome to our cozy corner of the internet where creativity meets upcycling. Today we're exploring a festive project that proves you don't need a big budget to create something truly special. A Christmas tree made entirely from pallets. If you've ever walked through a hardware store or a thrift shop and felt inspired by scrap wood, this video is for you. We'll ride along a simple, satisfying journey, from rough timber to warm, glowing holiday decor. And because this video is built from a sequence of visuals, I'll describe each image in a clear, friendly way so your screen will always tell the story with me. As the first image comes into view, you see a pile of weathered wooden pallets, stacked in a corner of a workshop. The boards show sun-bleached grain, knots like little stories, and the occasional nailhead catching a ray of light. The mood is practical and hopeful all at once. Here's something ordinary that could become something extraordinary with a little patience and imagination. The camera pans slowly, letting you feel the texture, rough edges, the scent of pine and old paint, the faint whiff of sawdust in the air. This is the starting point, humble, plentiful, and full of character. In the next image, we catch a close-up of one pallet's cross slats. You can almost hear the squeak of wood under a casual touch. It's a reminder that this project is about choosing pieces that look good together, color, grain, and the way the boards play with light. The pallets aren't just materials, they're a palette. The next frame shows a plan drawn on chalk on a wall, a simple sketch laying out a triangular silhouette, the recognizable shape of a Christmas tree, formed from stacked pallets. It's a gentle nudge toward design, a signal that even a rough idea can become a very real thing with some structure and care. Moving along, the screen shows a person measuring and marking. The measurements aren't perfect in every case, and that's okay. Holes line up where screws will go, a line is drawn to guide a cut, and a rough outline begins to emerge from the raw wood. The sound of a hand saw and a sanding block fills the background as the image shifts to a sanding session. Wood dust swirls in the light, and the texture of the boards smooths out. This step is all about inviting the eye to linger on the grain rather than being distracted by rough edges. The pallets start to look less like scrap and more like building blocks for a seasonal shape. The next image shows a stack of painted or stained pieces resting on a table. Here we're experimenting with color and tone. A coat of whitewash, a touch of pine stain, or maybe a soft green to echo Christmas trees in nature. The goal is harmony with your existing decor while preserving the rustic charm of the pallets. The camera lingers on a cup of brushes and a small can of paint, suggesting a calm, patient process rather than a rush to finish. You can feel the room slowing down, turning into a little workshop sanctuary where every stroke adds warmth to the project. As we advance, the sequence shifts to a practical assembly moment. The image shows the triangular frame beginning to take shape, the stacked pallets forming level shelves that create the tree's tiers. Screws slip into place with a quiet metallic click, and a drill hums softly in the background. There's a sense of teamwork here, a shared project with family or friends, each person contributing one thoughtful piece to the whole. The pallet boards lean together, forming a steady, sturdy silhouette that promises to hold ornaments and memories alike. Next, a frame of built-in stability appears. The photo features braces and supports that keep the tree upright and secure. It's easy to overlook this step, but the visual tells a different story. A strong foundation is what lets the rest of the design shine. The image might also show a protective finish being applied, a clear seal or a matte varnish that invites touch and keeps the wood looking fresh as the years go by. The wood's natural imperfections still show through, giving character without sacrificing durability. Now we turn to the fun part, decoration. The sequence visits a table of festive accents, string lights, ribbons, burlap, and a few handmade ornaments. The lights glow softly, each bulb catching a different facet of the wood's texture. You can almost hear a soft tinkling as the string is laid along the tree, weaving in and out of the pallet slats to create a warm, inviting glow. The camera captures the play of shadow and light across the staggered layers, turning the simple timber into a living sculpture that feels alive with holiday spirit. The next image shifts to a variety of textures that you might choose to add as you finalize the look. A burlap skirt drapes around the base, giving the tree a grounded, rustic finish. A few pine cones are tucked into the gaps between slats, and perhaps a dried orange slice or a small star cut from wood sits on the top as a final flourish. The dog-eared corners of the pallets peek through here and there, reminding us that this tree is born from reclaimed material and stitched together with care and creativity. The result is not a glossy factory ornament but a warm, personal piece that tells a story. In another frame, we see safety and maintenance steps that are easy to overlook until you need them. A barrier or a small stand is shown to keep the tree stable in high-traffic areas. A reminder to check for loose screws now and then, especially in homes with kids and pets, is a quiet but important message. The image also hints at a removable base so the tree can be packed away when the season ends, emphasizing that sustainability and practicality can go hand in hand with style. The forest of pallets slowly becomes a centerpiece for a living space. The camera explores different placements, near a fireplace, in a hallway, or by a sunny window, each setting giving a different aura. The glow from the lights reflects on the wooden slats, turning the tree into a sculpture that changes with the time of day. It feels personal, approachable, and surprisingly elegant, proving that you don't need new wood or fancy decorations to create something meaningful for the holidays. As we near the end of our image sequence, the final photos show a completed tree standing tall, proudly lit and decorated. The last touches, perhaps a small handmade sign saying, "Joy," or a family photo hung within the framework, bring in sentiment and memory. The camera lingers on the overall silhouette, sturdy, triangular, and balanced, with each layer stepping forward just enough to catch the eye. The wood's texture, the gentle color, the soft twinkle of lights, everything works together to create a cozy, festive atmosphere that invites people to gather, share, and celebrate. So there you have it, a Christmas tree crafted from pallets, born from reuse, shaped by patience, and finished with warmth. If you're watching this, you're probably curious about how to start your own pallet tree. The great news is that you can adapt this design to small spaces, big rooms, indoor setups, or outdoor porches. It's flexible, affordable, and sustainable, a little project with a big holiday payoff. If you enjoyed the journey, consider trying it yourself, and don't forget to share your progress in the comments. Your ideas might inspire someone else to turn scrap wood into a memory this Christmas. Thanks for watching, and may your season be bright, cozy, and creatively green.